Hello, sweet souls. Today's question is, how can we be of highest service during this time of the coronavirus? So I've got my mala beads here just to hold because they help ground me. And let's tune in and bring in guidance from Spirit with regards to showing us how we can be of highest service. So this is coming from a group of guides that literally surrounds the entire globe. Beautiful energy, endless energy, loving, pure, high vibrational energy. Okay, here's their response. We are more than delighted. We are more than prideful. We are so very honored that this question is being asked. And what we wish to recognize is that it is not being asked simply by a particular being in this particular time, but it is truly the question that resides just there at everybody, at the heart level of everybody who finds themselves in human form, who finds themselves in this exact position, in the wondering of what can be done. How can one elevate oneself into a position of what might be considered highest service? So what does one mean by highest service? This is a good thing to define, for if you know what you mean by it, then you will know where to seek for the support and the insight for it. And let us define it for you, if we may. To be in higher service or highest service means to go beyond that which serves the self, the smaller self, the self that concerns itself with basic needs, with taking endlessly from the planetary resources, the self that only focuses on the needs of that one being and perhaps extending it to the needs of that being's family or perhaps some extraneous loved ones as well. But to be in higher service and to be in highest service would signify that one is recognizing the universal truth of interconnectedness, recognizing the universal truth of all beings for all time, being connected in this moment, in this time of difficulty and challenge, in this time of fear and overwhelm, in this time of gratitude and appreciation, in this time of stillness and chaos, in this time of duality, in this time of everything all at once. And so this is why we are so delighted by the question, for it is the recognition that finally, dare we say, finally, there is an understanding that it is time to shift gears. It is time to up level. It is time to move oneself into the higher service and be in the highest service of that which is greater than oneself, that which is more expansive, that which is more far-reaching, that which has lasting impact and fulfills the doer and the asker and the receivers as well. So now that we have established all of that as foundation, we will give you this first piece of what it means to be in higher service, how one can engage in this. What we would want you to do is to feel into that place within your heart where there is space. Find the place within the heart where there is space, where there is space for your question and space for the answer to come forth. For this is the space that is designed to support you and show you and guide you and lead you, taking you gently by the hand and saying, here, dear one, here, this is where you are best of service. This is the situation in particular that breaks your heart. This is the circumstance that breaks your heart wide open, and therefore this is how you must know that it is where you are meant to be of service. What we are saying is that being of highest service is a little different for everyone, for everyone has their heart broken in different ways. Everyone has causes that are very near and dear to them that are not the same for everyone else. And this is a solitary and deeply introspective experience to tap into that place within the heart, that place where there is space to have the response, to have the openness, and to have, yes, the seething sadness and pain, we would even say. For when you know where your own pain is, then you know where you are able to be in highest service. Touch that. Go there. Find that out. Who it is and what it is that breaks your heart open is exactly who it is and what it is that you are meant to serve. This is not complicated. This is not even difficult. And yes, indeed, this is the perfect time to go so inward that you can feel into that. Do not be afraid of the pain that will come through. This is by perfect design, what you are meant to feel right now. Ask for it, receive it, take it on, embrace it, allow for it, and then move towards it, closer and closer and closer. Be part of it. Recognize that you are not separate from the pain of a hungry child. You are not separate from the pain of a homeless companion animal. You are not separate from the pain of a scared mother who does not have sufficient resources to tend to her children or her family. You are not separate from the pain of an elder who is seeking comfort just simply in companionship. You are not separate from those who are distanced by far away lands and who do not have the resources sufficient for food even, let alone shelter. You are not separate. You are not separate. You are not separate. Move towards that which breaks your heart and allow it to do so. And then you will know exactly what you are intended to move towards in order to call this into highest service.